Do you have FOMO? That's the question of the day. Actually, that was posed by one of you out in the Facebook groups for a topic here on the channel, and it's all about FOMO. Do you have fear of missing out? And that is a common thing among collectors, where we have this fear of not getting that next great thing. Okay, and I'm kind of an old collector at this point. I've been collecting for over 10 years. And in that amount of time, in the old days of statue collecting, at least, that's what I'm referring to as statue collecting, because that's what I collect. But you could maybe apply it to anything that you collect. But in terms of statue collecting, whenever I first got in the hobby, the prices were affordable enough where people felt like they could afford, most of the time, to get the new pieces that are coming out. Not always, but a lot of times. And a lot of you back then were collecting 10, 15 pieces a year because they were $300 a pop, where now we can't do that or even anywhere close. But I think that there was sometimes fear of missing out because, you wanted it to be part of your collection. You were worried about having to pay more because back in those days when, a lot of times a statue appreciated in value, okay? You bought statue X, and maybe down the road you can make $50 on it, you can make $100 on it. And there were the exceptions. There were those grail pieces where you can make quite a bit of money whenever you would go to resell things. And back in those days, everybody pre-ordered everything. There was only a couple of companies out there, like Sideshow. Of course, Bowen was the original OG to do all of this, and then Sideshow really blew up, and then you started adding companies here like XM and Prime One. It was like those are the three big ones, right? For a long time. And there was only a certain amount of companies making a certain amount of product. And so the market was right. Okay, everything was kind of going well. Nowadays, however, it's very different. In 2023, it is a buyer's market because there's so much product. There is an influx of 1 million Batmans and 1 million Supermans, and again, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? There's just a lot because there's so many companies making the same characters. So there's a lot of inventory. There's a lot of inventory sitting in warehouses, but there's a lot of people that have these items and they're selling, and people are not able to make even sometimes what they even bought it for. Like I said, it's definitely a seller's or a buyer's market, excuse me, not a seller's market right now. Used to be a seller's market. So where are we at in 2023 with FOMO, that fear of missing out? Now, I can count on my hands, maybe 10 fingers, maybe, the amount of grails that are still out there that are highly sought after, that are still really hard to find. The one that always comes to mind is Batman Who Laughs, Prime One Studio. Great example. That one goes for $2,000, $3,000 sometimes, because it's still very highly sought after. Maybe like XM Studios Hulkbuster, like I think of that one, or maybe the there's certain pieces, right? Ghost Rider. There's just some pieces like that that are really well done that people are still looking for. Batman Shogun is an example. Batman Sanity is an example. These pieces that are still, they retain their value, people still are looking for them. So if you didn't jump on it at the time, I can see where there's FOMO. There's that fear of missing out because, you might speculate when something comes out that it's going to be the next big thing. Or you're going to regret not buying it. Now, when something comes out, there are some items that I immediately pre-order. In the old days, we would pre-order everything. And now, they've set it up with all these sales to not pre-order anymore. A lot of times, it feels stupid to pay to pre-order, because if you pre-order, and then 2 months after you get it, it's 30% off at Sideshow or wherever, right? Black Friday sales, whatever. It's frustrating. So I don't really recommend pre-ordering anymore. However, if there's something that you absolutely love and absolutely want in your collection, then is it worth it to pre-order? I oftentimes do. But there are certain pieces that even though I want it, I haven't bit the bullet yet. I could be because of price point or where I'm going to put it in my display. But a lot of times these days you don't have to pre-order anymore because there's going to be a ton in stock, and then chances are it's going to be on sale later down the road. So why pay full price? Well, here's the other flip side of that. In 2023, if you notice, edition sizes are very small right now. So if they only made 50 of this Batman statue, is it worth it? If you love it, you need to look at the edition size. Because, let me give you an example. Talon, Prime 1 Studio. I don't remember exactly what the edition size is, but it was very small. I'm so glad I bought it. It was a day one pre-order for me. I wouldn't have hesitated. However, with that low edition, you would think that it would sell out quickly. I think you could still buy it on Prime 1. So there are the exceptions. It's hard to predict what people are going to buy. But I can predict in 2023 that not many of you are buying. There's a lot of inventory still. So even with those low edition sizes, you can sometimes still find them. So FOMO is real. It is a real thing. I personally recommend that if it's something that you absolutely love and you want it, I would go ahead and pre-order it. Or at least wait. A lot of you wait until the edition size is announced. But again, sometimes that could take too long and then the item goes on wait list. So if it's something that you absolutely feel like you have to have as part of your collection, like if Prime 1, let's say tomorrow, announces a Hush Riddler, okay? I'm buying that. I'm pre-ordering it day one. I don't care if 6 months from now they put it on sale. Yes, it's annoying, it's frustrating, but I don't want to miss out on that particular character. Okay? Now, if they do their 700th Batman, and it's just kind of ho-hum to me, I'm going to wait and see. Also, I might wait until it comes out on the secondary market, because right now in the Facebook groups, the buy-sell trade groups, you can get really good deals right now. So even if you have that FOMO, and even if you I should have freaking pre-ordered it, blah, 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 you have to be patient. I've talked about patience here on this channel before. Again, I want to give a shout out to Thor Gunderson from DCX. Really, really great guy. And he taught me patience in this hobby. He preached it all the time. And it's hard. It's hard to sometimes wait because we want that next thing quickly, or we want it. But sometimes we have to be patient. If we didn't jump on it, or if maybe you're new to the hobby and you missed out before, be patient, wait for that secondary market and try to find a good deal, because there's a lot of good deals out there. Shipping still sucks. Again, use pirateship.com. Really helpful, guys. Half the prices if you go through UPS or USPS. Check it out. I use it all the time. But if you really want something, get it. But also, if you're just kind of maybe ho-hum about it, wait. Maybe look for a good deal. If you're patient, then again, good things will come to those who wait sometimes, right? But again, if it's a character you absolutely love and you love the design and you can afford it, you have the space for it, me personally, I'm going to pre-order it. But there's definitely pieces that I've had FOMO, and sometimes I wait for a long time before I pick it up. An example of that is I just picked up the Dark Knight Returns Master Race 3rd scale from Prime 1, the blue edition. Somebody offered it really good deals shipped, so I took it. That was a FOMO piece from a long time ago that I kept tossing back and forth. Should I get it? Should I go there? And all these years, 3 years later, I passed until now because there was a good deal. And my situation has changed. My collection has changed. My display has changed. So patience sometimes is great. But I get where you are all feeling about FOMO. It is definitely something that we all feel from time to time. It's a normal feeling in the hobby. So I'm curious as to what you guys think about it, though. What do you guys think about FOMO? Maybe in the comments down below, share some of your experiences with that fear of missing out and what it does to you, maybe emotionally or physically, you know, if it's keeping you up at night, that's a problem. Although I've done the same. So it can be very frustrating. But I am curious as to what you guys say, what you guys think about FOMO. It's an interesting topic, and I want to thank the collector that recommended it for the topic today, because it does make you think. And again, I offer my little bits of advice there. That's just what works for me. Might not work for you. But anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble again in my Carside chat. I really do appreciate that very much. Hope you guys are continuing to enjoy these. And I hope you have a great holiday season. Lots of stuff coming up here on the channel. A lot of live unboxings. I got tons of statues coming in, guys. So really excited. Stay tuned. I think I'm going to have the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman on Thursday. I didn't realize it, but I paid for standard shipping instead of economy. So it's like $328. But apparently she's going to be here Thursday. So join me on that live unboxing. That'll be a lot of fun. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, as always. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon in the Batcave. Bye, everybody.